I'm having that other drink right now, courtesy of the Impresario Internacional of the Wine Academy of Utah, one James Santangelo.
Hello.
Who yesterday knocked on my door with a mason jar.
And ran.
Full of this delicious beverage, which I am now drinking.
He's brought us all these mason jars as we're shaking cocktails here in the studio.
Yeah, it was like old times dropping off the Bev at the front door
old
the day
COVID
before.
times.
The old
Now, do we have a
COVID
sponsor, Gina?
I read it already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was enjoying my cocktail too much.
You're already distracted.
So
What is
Clearwater
this?
Distillery, Scandalust, their cinnamon-based whiskey where no sweeteners have been added. It's just they're taking a whiskey base, they're saturating these really delicious cinnamon sticks. Now, these are not store-bought cinnamon sticks. These are the real deal. They're coming out of, they're importing them in. They're putting them in a basket and then just soaking them into the spirit, tumbling them a little bit, saturating up and down, extracting all that beautiful flavor from it. This whiskey on its own has been recognized many awards. They were at the Las Vegas and San Francisco awards. They've been placed, and it's the real deal. This is not a sweet and fireball-y kind of a spirit.
Because that's what when you're describing it, you think, oh, it's going to be like Fireball. It's not like Fireball.
Yeah, it's totally not syrupy or anything. No artificial ingredients or have been added. But they took silver at the TAG Global Spirits Award competition held annually in Las Vegas last year. So,
what is this delicious cocktail?
So this is one of my favorite seasonal cocktails. Whatever the season is, this is my favorite seasonal cocktail. And it's called the Brown Derby. Super simple drink to make. It's 3 ingredients, and the parts are 3 to 2 to 1. So it's 3 parts whiskey. In this case, it's a Scandalous. 2 parts ruby red grapefruit juice, and then 1 part honey water. And the way that you make honey water is it's a simple syrup, but the base is honey rather than granulated sugar, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio to break that down. So here I'll show on the camera the Scandalous whiskey that we have here. You've seen this before. Great labeling. I love it. I love the labeling. And the way I've made this drink is I prepared these last night in the mason jar, no ice. So I put them in the fridge, and they're just ready to go, nice and chilled. And then when I came here into the studio, I grabbed a couple ice cubes out of the tray in front of the fan. No, I'm kidding. I went to the I went to the fridge, threw a couple in, capped it, shook it, and it's a cocktail ready to go. I love this drink when entertaining in the backyard. You can make a series of these, put them right in the cooler without the ice. And then when your friends come over, hey, grab a drink, throw a couple cubes in, and then they're shaking. And they're like, oh, my God, I'm making my own cocktail. So it works out real well.
This is very tasty.
Yeah?
It really is.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good, and it's not too sweet. Which it could veer off into being too sweet, but it's not.
And it's not too spicy. Like you would think with the cinnamon, it might be really spicy,
and it's not.
No, it's just it's
lovely. Got that hint of cinnamon. It's almost appley now because of that honey water. It's almost like apple pie. The grapefruit, I was concerned I didn't put enough in, but right now on my palate, that acid of the grapefruit's balancing the drink as it's supposed to. Yeah. But I was,
For me, if you'd have put more grapefruit in, I would have not.
Too much.
It would have been too much. For me.
No, for sure. And the Brown Derby is a cocktail that you can make outside of a mason jar. This is just one way that you can. It's great for entertaining, right? And the Scandalous whiskey is one of those. We do our cigar events down once a month. I think we're doing it on the 21st on a Sunday down there. Later this month, and we're going to be featuring the Scandalous in that with a cigar, a lot of spiciness going on. Really works well, and this is a patio sipper. I'm not encouraging appetite. I'm just sitting, I'm relaxing, having a nice, refreshing beverage out of a very durable mason jar.
What's the history here? It's called a Brown Derby. Is that because it's from the restaurant?
That's
Brown
right.
Derby?
That's exactly right. On Hollywood Boulevard there in Beverly Hills in Los Angeles was the restaurant Brown Derby, where a lot of the actors would go in after dancing at all night long. And they'd go in the wee hours for dinner or for a bite of food, but they still wanted to continue the party. and there was whiskey available, but they didn't want a harsh drink. They wanted something sweeter. Well, grapefruit juice was available because breakfast was about to be served, and a little sweetener was added with some honey, and thus dawned this cocktail from the name of the restaurant, Brown Derby.
Now, this is this cocktail that you gave me, it was a full-strength cocktail, right?
Yeah, 2 ounces. It was.
Are you suspicious, Bill?
No, I did a 3 to 2 to 1. I did a 3 count on your. I know it's very well balanced.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like
thing.
the cinnamon comes through more than, and that speaks to the quality of the spirit because that it's so well balanced.
Because I've had
that-
other cinnamon whiskeys, and they're overwhelming, but this is perfectly balanced.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
And this could be kind of a dangerous cocktail, however.
It could.
Yeah,
Because
it'll sneak up on you. You want to be,
Yeah.
you want to drink responsibly.
Sip it slowly.
Bill finished his already. That's
I
why
can-
he's
I mean-
asking.
Well, you know what?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Here's what I would recommend with it: is you mix up a batch and you take it camping. Sitting around
Not
the
a bad
fire
idea.
at
Yeah.
night up there
So,
in the woods.
so Carrie, what you're saying is you say, hey, Brown Derby, would you like to go camping with
Let's
me?
go camping.
Hey, not anybody else bite
No,
it, just you and Brown Derby.
Yeah, hey, Brown Derby, just
and-
you and me.
I'm not even talking tough camping. I'm talking the car camping. You just pull up and start a fire and sit there and have a.
How's that sound to you, Brown Derby? Huh?
Bill's talking to his drinks again.
Now the Brown Derby restaurant is gone
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
That's what I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
And they did have a large prop from a movie, a large hat, the Brown Derby hat.
Yes.
That was then anchored on the front door entryway off to the side on an angle upon arrival. So that was kind of fun. Good history, fun history, and a delicious drink.
Now in Disney World, at their Hollywood section, they have the Brown Derby restaurant without the big funny hat.
Okay.
To which
Why bother?
I stood
Yeah.
in front of it and I yelled, "Why are you bothering?"
If you're going to do this, do it.
I mean, it was good food. It was a nice place, but if you're gonna do it, have the big hat. I want to walk through the big hat.
You got to have the hat.
Anyway,
You look at the picture of the Brown Derby, and it's just this big brown
Yeah.
mound
kinda
with
goofy.
doors in the front of it.
it's kind of goofy.
Yeah, kind of silly.
All right.